Interview with the vampire. Lord help us. A couple of you asked for this reaction and for me to check this show out, so I'm looking forward to it. I have no idea what this show is about apart from the title. And I know that Grey Worm of Game of Thrones fame is in this show. That's the only character that I identified from that poster. Interview with the Vampire. Wasn't there a Brad Pitt movie from back maybe in the 90s or early 2000s? I never watched that one and I don't know what it was about. Interviews are already tough to begin with. It's a lot. You have to prepare, have to do all this stuff, get ready, sit down, and then, they're judging you, asking you what your strengths and weaknesses are, but you have to lie and say, oh, my weakness is that I'm super strong. But being strong can really be tough when you have to carry everything, and so that makes me weak. That's interviews, right? So now we're adding the element that the interview is with a vampire. What do we know about vampires? They live very long. They have these very long lives. And so, AKA, there's a lot to talk about. Number two, well, they have a certain proclivity, which you can keep that one like over there. Thank you so much. Whenever I think about story formats that involve maybe people talking about like all this backstory, it always signals to me that something will be revealed or something will happen in the present, in the storytelling, that is sort of like like a red flag or the big sort of thing that causes one of the parties to be like, oh, that's a lot. And then it inevitably What's Grey Worm's real name, the actor's name? Is it Jacob something? I'm getting a Jacob from his name. Jacob something. Am I thinking of Jacob Elordi for some reason? We're always thinking about Jacob Elordi here. If there is blood and gore in this, if there are people going to be biting and we're going to be seeing the full bite and we're going to be seeing the after effects, I see you. I see you. I see you, those who recommended this. You want me to freak out? Well, it is that time. Ooh, it looks like teeth too, the little buildings there. In throes of increasing wonder.
There are stories out there that need to be told. There's shit out there that's just, wrong. Third got gobbled up by Knight Ritter. So to be clear here,
is this an ad?
A goddamn reservoir of do's and don'ts. Your sources.
I thought this was a masterclass ad. It's the show.
You still want this job? It's your money. I'm Daniel Malloy. This is my rush.
I thought that was an ad. That's so funny. I guess it was an ad. So he's a writer. Oh, he got bit. I see it. So he is a vampire, or I don't know what the rules are in this world, but better watch out. And he'll say that it was a hickey. It's like, it's a hickey. Yeah, it's a hickey. I'm like, hickey? For how many months? Okay. I'll see you.
Yes, that's right. I have an appointment scheduled for later in the week, but the thing I'm trying to figure out is what's the deal with this?
Vials of blood.
Okay. So you think, that's what I'm thinking. Why get any closer to the bug than I...
Mr. Malloy. Ooh, in cursive too. Juice deep.
I gotta call you back.
I cannot read that writing.
I don't believe I want to give simple answers. I think I want to tell the real story.
Okay, exclusive interview. Which it seems either he performed or he was the subject of.
Dear Mr. Malloy,
Mr. Malloy.
I hope this letter finds you safe and thriving.
That's definitely Jacob.
I've been following your career with some interest since our last meeting.
Oh.
Please allow me to congratulate you on all
This is
your
Dubai.
successes. 49 years and thousands of miles removed from the room we shared in San Francisco.
Oh, those eyes.
For your journalistic pleasures, my full attention, and my life story. Louis Dupont du Lac.
Dupont du Lac. Very sensual message. Is this back in time?
You've grown old, Daniel.
Oh. So they're meeting now.
I wasn't sure you'd remembered me.
He hasn't aged a day.
Your book makes no mention of our prior meeting.
He ghosted you.
And you've got your own hangar at the airport, privileges on the Royal Maidan Bridge, and zero presence online.
Have I hit a nerve?
What does it cost, this haven't aged in half a century, killer views in all directions, anonymity?
Quite a lot.
So he's rich. Vampires are usually rich.
That's the sun out there. Where's your coffin?
Ooh,
You're
it's true.
standing in it.
It blocks out all the sunlight. Ooh.
I have to be very careful whom I let in.
Including the sun. It burns. That's not how they're doing it here. Oh,
Yeah, well, things didn't end well the last time.
does it heal when you go back?
Forgive me if I'm a little nervous.
Oh,
You don't even understand the meaning of your own story.
got explosive.
Hey, stop!
And then he bit him.
You were disrespectful.
Anything that can't be verified, I send to my researcher.
No third parties.
I do my best work one-on-one.
Would you see to Mr. Malloy's room? I think it best we start when our boys had a rest.
I'm not your fucking boy. I'm an old man with all the triggers that come with it. And I'm ready.
Why does it seem like he's blind sometimes? Like he just kind of looks down.
Of the Al Sharaf Towers across from Mr.
Louis Dupont Dulac.
Louis Dupont Dulac.
Mr. Dulac.
Dulac, okay.
How long have you been dead?
Ooh. Okay, that's where the interview ends for me. I'm like, if you're laughing and you have an answer?
Do you not realize, sister, your body is part of Christ the Lord?
Second time this month.
When you take that body and enjoy
And I
it
can
and
give 2
holler
moons
to
if
you
he's
are
your brother,
defiling
Mr.
the
Dulac.
Lord.
That's his brother.
Listen to me, please.
Have a fucking night, okay? I can't have it with your food.
Oh! What the man of the Lord?
Get on home, else I'll bleed you like a cochon, bruh.
That got violent real quick.
Did I want to pull a knife on my brother?
Babbling hand
No.
and everything.
But you couldn't look weak on liberty.
Who is this?
You never knew who was watching.
That's a that's a vampire. Oh my god. Is this the other guy in the poster that I saw? There were 2 people.
Mornings with my family followed a pattern that year. My mother consumed herself with preparations.
They're eating well though. Look at them. They're so...
A month from my wedding day, and what do I dream about? Dancing in my husband's arms? Children running in the yard? No. I dream of what a quiet breakfast might look like.
Drag your
Don't
family.
make your daughter jump a broom.
I'm sitting right here.
Plenty of brooms down the street at the Mayfair Sisters Home.
He has a lot
calling
to
me
say.
a witch, Momo.
This brother.
Paul Dupont Dulac, you walk that back.
Paul Dupont Dulac. He is sassy, the religious brother.
I loved him more than anyone on earth. And our daily stroll to St. Augustine was the measure of a good day started.
Good morning, Paul.
Good for you, maybe.
Ooh. Paul is so sassy. He claps back every 5
You out
minutes.
said shoes your way.
Nothing is beneath me, son.
I'm ready, Father.
Paul is so funny. He's like, good for you, maybe.
I want Father Matthias. Thank you.
Ain't got nothing to confess to anyhow. Wasting a good man's time.
He asked for a different father. I mean, it's confession, though. You gotta ask for it, the father you want. It's like a barber. You gotta have your own.
Latencies within me. Well, I beat those back with a lie I told myself about myself.
Latencies. Is he trying to say something about his sexuality there? I didn't catch that. Repression? That's what I heard.
Miss Lily.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Oh, here we go.
It's a hard table to get. How'd you manage it?
How'd you manage to get yourself through the front door?
Oh,
Excuse me?
I mean that as a compliment.
damn. He said, how did you walk in?
Your name is Louis. Of course it's Louis.
I didn't get your name, fella.
Je suis
Vampire?
désolé. Je m'amuse trop en privé.
Having too much fun in private.
You're the man who made me buy a townhouse in the quarter. I owe you everything. Please join us.
Boy, you have been stalking him for days. Lestat.
I didn't say you no townhouse.
Louis, have a seat.
Let me explain. New to the new world I am.
He's looking for someone to bite. Run away.
And 2 more for us. And another round for the musicians. Whatever they want. Ils sont toujours obligés.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he has money. Okay. It's so interesting because as soon as you see a vampire, you know it's a vampire.
What's been your favorite this year, Mr. Lianku?
A favorite? She puts a pistol to my head.
I couldn't believe it.
And me too.
I wanted to take the end of my cane and slit his throat with it.
Wow. Why didn't you?
Yeah, why didn't you?
I couldn't move.
That's the vampire power.
Tied a string around my lungs, and I found myself immobilized.
Witchcraft.
I had planned to make a new life for myself in Saint Louis. That was to be my destiny. Only it turns out the saint is not a city, but a handsome man with a most agreeable disposition.
Oh, here we go.
Destiny, Louis.
He has other intentions.
Very good friends.
Good friends? Yeah, right.
I had come there for Lily, but I left thinking of only him.
I always love these cards that only have your name on it. It's like, okay, what's your number? Maybe it's on the back.
Theory, some new kind of rat has come ashore.
Of the 6-foot variety. We call those bureaucrats in France.
So funny.
You all know Louis de Locke. Louis, let me introduce you to Mr. Lestat de Liancourt.
Look at him. He's like,
We met already, Mr. Anderson, sir.
You killed someone last night.
These men look down on you. Oh. I have to say, I find it appalling how men like yourself are treated in this country of yours. It's undeniable.
How did he do that?
Do you not know your value? Do you suffer these indignities for some larger purpose?
They're the only ones moving right now.
I believe there is great opportunity in this city. But to seize it, I'll need protection from the wolves.
That's how he's winning. I told you he was cheating. 3 of a kind. Or, I don't even know, poker.
All right, boy, show him.
Just three jacks.
Ooh. Full boat.
Was that a
He
full
wouldn't
house?
tell me how he did it. His trick to make the world stop. In time, Louis.
Magic.
Patience, Louis. Ask me next week, Louis.
Yeah, when I bite your neck and suck your blood, you can do it too.
Perfect cover for a vampire.
Racing ahead again, Mr. Malloy. Let the tale seduce you.
He said, well, just on season 1.
And I was completely unaware it was happening.
You're on Mark. Just look at him.
Out catting with some white man out here.
He ain't white, he French.
Oh, that's a new kind of white, is it? French white?
French vanilla.
I've never been east of Alabama, and now I'm going to see the pyramids.
Oh, he invited
I
them.
think every young family deserves a little adventure.
It's about to be an interesting dinner.
My mother, she gave me every advantage in life as a young man. My first Mastiff, first flintlock rifle, the means to make my way.
My first private jet.
And I don't know who gave you the right to call our mother your mother. She's not your mother yet and will never be your scientific mother.
Ooh.
We had a gumbo the other night, didn't we, Louis? Right after the opera.
Oh, you got Louis to an opera.
Toronto.
About some blind princess.
Paul said who?
Stomach got grumbling, left halfway through.
And what exactly is the
He
nature
lied.
of your relationship with my brother, Monsieur Liancourt?
Oh. I told you Paul is going to call it out. It's like, who are you and what do you want from us? It's a good question.
Your brother and I have been discussing a few investment opportunities.
The birds asked me to ask you.
Not the birds.
Oh, that's good yawn.
Are you one with Christ, Mr. Leon?
How about you shut your damn mouth?
That's all right, Louis, madame. The birds speak for him.
Oh.
I came to know Christ in a monastery.
That suit is tailored. You can tell.
My brothers conspired to pull me out. We're between beatings, starvations, and the failure of Christ to intercede the beatings and starvations. And so, to answer your boring question, there is an ocean between Christ and myself.
Stop.
Juste que cela satisfera d'oiseaux perchés dans la cage de votre esprit.
Oh. Wow.
Not
He
with my
came
friend.
in hot.
You understand?
What happened in your history, Mr.
I am cursed with my father's temper at times.
I think just stop at cursed.
And the rudeness is all mine.
Why do we have some ice wine? And Levy here can tell us all again how he won my joy child's heart.
Yeah, that was the question, actually, remember? Paul? I told you this would be explosive.
However misshapen they may be, your brother has no shame in sharing them.
You saying I got shame?
The lie you told about leaving the opera house.
How about that one?
Why hide that from your family?
Don't everybody need to know what I do?
Dishonesty breeds dishonesty. Should we have a nightcap?
Thank you, but I have business to attend to.
Probably had enough for the night. Gotta make my rounds back on Liberty.
Yeah.
You must, Louis. I bought you a gift.
Thank you. Send it back.
A flower.
Oh, you already know this has trappings of... Oh. Okay. No. Don't do it. That's how it starts.
What's that little song playing?
Do you like it? I composed it for a young violinist I once knew, a boy of infinite beauty and sensitivity.
Okay, and what happened next?
I told Mr. Lianku. You and me usually just talk.
Why is that, Louis?
Yeah, why is that?
I've been watching you for some time now, Louis.
Oh, I know.
From river to lake.
Outside my house.
Back to river. Looking for my companion heart.
Okay. It's all fun and games until you see fangs. Okay, who asked you to stand up? You will sit down. She's more interested in him. Oh, it didn't take long.
Dormez bien, Miss Lily.
He's making her sleep? What was that? So that now he can have him all to himself. Treachery. Here we go. Just like that, instantly. Oh my God, they're levitating. That's what Dua Lipa was talking about.
Of course, you know that. We met at a gay bar, didn't we, Daniel?
It was a good place to score. I did what I had to.
Oh, you tell lies.
I vowed never to return again.
Oh,
I shut that night out of my mind.
Yo, but now you'll be a vampire. And the messed up thing is that affects him like going out in sunlight. So it's not just like you start to burn outside. I don't want that kind of gift. Oh, Paul said, I'm not having it.
And I thought the best way to honor Daddy would be to make my brothers do the work.
Paul said who? Not me. Oh, wow. Step in. I actually wish I could do this. It looks so cool to do.
Take down the neighborhood.
They have such a special relationship. That's such a beautiful sky.
I think you should get married next.
Do we now?
And you should marry Hazel.
Hazel? Who that?
Who would, like, literally?
You dance that close, you ought to be married.
I didn't catch your name.
Well, it's Hazel.
He's not interested. There's only one thought on his mind.
You still doing business with that man Lestat?
More than that.
Cause he the devil.
You think everyone's a devil.
He's here to take souls. He told me so. He spoke to me without moving his lips. Mortal sins must be confessed, Louis.
Ain't never gonna see him again, Paul.
Mortal sins. Paul is intuitive.
I love you, Louis.
And I love you too, baby brother.
Paul is intuitive and he's willing to say the things. He's willing to say the things that no one else wants to say but are thinking.
Oh.
He's gonna stop this. What?
That was the last sunrise I ever saw.
Oh my God.
Perhaps the kindest thing the dark gift has given me.
The last sunrise he ever saw. Oh my God.
You must have said something to him, Louis. You must have said something to him to make him do that to himself.
Oh wow. Oh wow, Mom. You don't say that.
And fell, Florence.
Oh,
I don't think
he's
this
already
is
in
something
guilt.
He was a fragile boy.
Don't point fingers. It's a tragic thing that happened.
What did you say to him?
You know he loved him.
Why was you even up there?
Watching the sun come up, Mama.
Don't do all that, Baba.
Easy prey for the discerning predator.
Here he comes.
Pisces.
An elegant coffee. Would you tell me where you purchased?
Move on.
I wait on my balcony every night. You've been avoiding me. I don't take kindly to being avoided.
Funeral.
Boy, this is a funeral.
Your brother longed for that flagstone.
What you say to me?
Vampire. Oh. He's relentless. Do you not know what's going on?
He would not let me.
Come to me.
Oh my God.
Come to me.
Oh Lord, is it that gripping?
Walk you home, Mama?
No, thank you. Livy, do you mind?
Oh, Mama, really? That's your son right there.
She didn't mean nothing bad.
Well, she did.
She just needs to put it somewhere.
Put it somewhere else. Put it somewhere else. Don't sow seeds of guilt and shame in your own family. It's already hard enough. You have to put it somewhere else.
Come to me.
And now
I did
this is
not go to the wake.
Push him to closer.
Come to me, Louis.
You'll go home, lock the door, padlock it. Tie yourself to your bed.
I like Miss Lily. And I need Miss Lily.
Miss Lily died, Mr. Dulac.
Wait, is Miss Lily the girl? The girl from the...
Police found her under the docks. Said she contracted the fevers that's been going around.
With the bite marks with no blood.
Went and dried up inside her.
And that's your frame. Yo.
Help me, please. He's in my head, Father.
Yo.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned, grievously sinned.
Sign of the cross, son.
Don't tell anyone, Father. Remember, it's confession.
I shamed my father. I failed my brother.
No, son.
Oh.
All his spindly roots in me, and I can't think nothing anymore but his voice and his words.
His touch.
I am weak. I want to die.
Oh, it is shaking. This is not in your head. What? Not in the house of the Lord. Oh my God.
Do you not see how unworthy he is? How can you humiliate yourself like this?
Oh, not effective. You need holy water, and you need the cross and sunlight.
I give death to those deserving. I'm not the devil.
Sure look like one.
But I can't give you death.
Oh, not the acolyte. Oh my God, run, Father. And he's fast. Okay, you can't let you go. He's literally walking while he's in slow motion. Where's your cross, Father? my god, telekinesis too. Stop! Yo, I did not see that coming.
I can give you that death you begged your feeble, blind, degenerate, non-existent God for.
Death to his human self.
Swap it out for a dark gift and a power you can't begin to imagine.
If it's what you have, then we don't want any of it.
You just have to nod your beautiful head.
So you have to request it.
And say yes.
That's how it works. You can't force it upon you.
I love you, Louis.
It's an odd kind of love.
It is difficult to explain how his words disarmed me. For the first time in my life,
Clarity.
Was seen.
Be my companion.
But you're also in the stages of grief and there's tragedy. You're not thinking straight here, literally.
For all eternity.
He says yes. Sealed with a kiss. How does he do it? How does he make it happen? Right below the cross. So they basically almost kill you. And then what? Oh, look at him, he's drying up. Stop it right now. Oh, and he makes... Oh, yes. He makes him...
The blood.
His dark blood.
Like the pounding of a drum. Growing louder and louder. Drum and then the other drum.
Wow.
The drum was my heart. And the other drum had been his.
Wow.
And we sat there for some time. In throes of increasing wonder.
In throes of increasing wonder.
The end.
Wow.
The beginning.
Is he crying blood? Oh my God. In throes of increasing wonder. That final scene there, my Lord. Also literally at the foot of Jesus on the cross. That was so well done there with the heartbeat and the dialogue. Jacob Anderson. Yes, Jacob acted the hell out of this episode. The confession scene, the ending scene there, at the beginning. And I swear, I thought that was a masterclass ad, like an actual one. And I think that was what it was supposed to convey. Because I was like, should I fast forward this or something? And then I realized. And I think at some point they even said, this is my... And it was like my masterclass, because that's how they always say it. We are told that many years ago he had interviewed this vampire who is Louis Dupont du Lac, and now he's revisiting him to talk about what happened. But very interesting was the bite mark on his neck that we are shown very early on in the show, which my first thought was, if you have a bite mark on your neck, then you were transformed into a vampire. But it seems like that's not the case. You have to actually suck the vampire's blood and agree upon it, and it's a whole ceremony. And now that I know that, so I don't think that means that he's a vampire, but it's possible. Most likely, it was the night when they had that disagreement. But it begs the question as to how we would get to that point. Louis said he was disrespectful, and I guess he was high, but somehow it led to a biting. So I would like to see what went down that night and what their relationship was like. We're getting little tidbits of it there. Seems to be some sort of strained relationship, but people who got really close because they were talking about very sensitive things. It would have been nice to see Paul as a character longer in the show, but I could see how what happened to him was such a catalyst in Louis ending up accepting Lestat's offer. He definitely alluded to the fact that his sexuality was a point of contention for him and something that he was repressing for a while. And that was why he was going to the brothel, and he was going there, and he was meeting this woman, and they were just talking. They weren't doing anything, right? So we had all this little inkling of some of the desires he had. And of course, Lestat could see straight through him and knew all of the repression and all of that stuff. And so the seduction made all the more sense, because here you have this foreigner who's coming in with, first of all, a mystique about him. And then he's also saying things like, you don't know your value, you should stick up for yourself. He was really seeing Louis. He was really looking at him and saying, I see you, right? Which is something Louis was not afforded in the community he was in. And then he's speaking to him on a level of desire, like, I want you. And that's also something that he hadn't confronted enough in his life, his own desires. So it was like a perfect mix of what he wanted, but what he didn't want to allow himself to have. But also, it's dark. This is a vampire we're talking about. Someone who's going around killing people at night, drying them up. It's literally being seduced by the devil. Dark desire. The ending scene at the church with the priest being pulled out, the fire, the slow motion with the other father, the exchange of blood, all of it, like a ritual is what it was. It had all the ingredients for this transformation. I was very interested to see how they would do him changing. I thought the initial bite was what would transform him, but I didn't remember that with vampire you also have to suck their blood as well. I don't know if that's canon to vampires or if that's something different, but it makes sense now. Now he's beginning a whole new life as a vampire, but you don't read the fine print, and Lestat didn't tell him about the no sunlight, about the the thirst for blood, and how that will consume him. It all comes with a price, right? Because I think that's really one of the themes here. So what has he exchanged now for his humanity? What is he really getting? I'm interested to see how the rest of the show goes. Clearly, he became someone of wealth and prominence. Living that long will do that to you. I guess we will now be taking on a journey as to how he became who he is, and we don't see Lestat anywhere now. Is he still alive? Did he lose him at some point? What happened there? Lestat also alluded to some of the issues that he had as a child and his family and religion. So that's interesting there. I wonder if we'll see some sort of backstory as to how he became a vampire. It could be that was something that happened in a church as well. I thought the imagery of the church there as a theme was put throughout the whole episode, with Paul always preaching, and then talking about demons and talking about there's a devil in our town. Lestat talked about religion and how he was so far removed from it now because of what happened to him and the trauma that happened to him. And then we end up with the transformation happening in the church, beneath the cross. What I know about vampires, the sign of the cross, holy water, objects of, holiness are always repulsive to vampires. But I don't know if that's the case here. It doesn't seem like it is, because he walked straight into that church and he did not. I mean, something burst into flames, but it wasn't him. I really enjoyed this. I really did. I thought it kept me on my toes. Him being bit that time, and when they levitated, I thought that was so well done. It was very sensual, but it was also very artistic. The lighting there. I also felt, the sensual theme that, was kind of following us through the episode, especially in scenes involving Lestat. Is that his name, Lestat? I keep on saying it, but I could be wrong. But any scenes involving him were done very sensually. The whispers, the stopping of time, the looks. I thought they were all so well choreographed. I always enjoy in period pieces and those kind of time periods, especially when you have things like fantasy and vampires, and there's always like this candlelit effect because, of course, we don't want too much lighting, right? And so with this candlelit lighting effect, is always very warm and very, easy to kind of feel comfortable in. Now I'm just curious to know what else happened to him now that he's been transformed, I was wondering if they'll take some time to get there, maybe halfway through the season or something, or maybe even the season finale, who knows? But now that we've gotten that out of the way, what happens next? So I'm intrigued. He punched him through the skull. He punched his skull out. Damn, I did not expect that one. I did not expect the punch through the skull. I did not expect that. I thought he was just going to suck him dry again.